Hey guys, ArkhIce here, and today's video was gonna be a Pierce team and geared with Green Gowther, Blue Lilia, Blue Demolitus with Eskener in the back. I was gonna do that, but I didn't have the SA coins, right? Because my Lilia, I never SA'd by her, right? I never had, I never didn't see a reason to, because SA4 she was perfectly fine in the PvE events you would use her in. She was perfectly fine SA4. She would get through the event perfectly fine. So it's like, okay, I'm not going to SA5 her. Usual subscribe if you want. I just a rant. And then it's like, oh, that's cool. I'm gonna go do SA dungeon. I need SA coins for her. My team Elias was 0 SH. I was like, okay, I need some coins for him. I go do 2 runs of SA dungeon, and both times I get 14 coins out of with my 10 runs. Now do note, the minimum you can get is somewhere around like 12. I have the math somewhere written down in a spreadsheet, but it's like 12, something like that. I think 12 is pretty sure 12 is the minimum you can get, with like 72 being the maximum. I get 14, and this happens every time I ever do SA coin dungeon. I get 14 with doing all the runs. This is stupid. This is complete. Oh my god. Oh, I hate Super Awakening. All of these stars, these pink stars, were the worst thing to come in this game. I don't care about anything of this. I'd rather have them make stronger characters than Bond than continue having SA. I hate Super Awakening, bro. I refuse. Like, I went and did extra summons on the multiple banners that are around here, right? I did all kinds of multiple extra summons just to get gold coins that say a few characters. Let's go to like him. I am 100% of gold coins. I used some of my rare coins. I am basically out of SA coins now since my 2 runs I did. And then you have these plat coins that I don't want to use these, because I want to save them for future coin shop characters. But like, bro, I hate Super Awakening. Legit, when it first released, it was already one of the worst things in the game, because Super Awakening, when it first released, it was completely tied alt level. Like, now, if I don't have like a character, like, let's say, who do I have 1 out of 6 here? I think I have Danzel 1 out of 6. Yeah, I do. Okay, so originally, if you got to level 2, right? And you didn't have him 2 out of 6, you couldn't unlock this. As SA2, you could not touch unless you had 2 out of 6. Same with 3 out of 6, same with 4 out of 6. Unless you had the star, unless you have the alt level, that specific star level, you could not unlock these. It's not like now where if I throw a bunch of like things at this, and I don't have them 2 out of 6, I have to spend a few extra coins to unlock them. No. It used to be where it was locked level. That back then was already garbage, because SA legitimately gives a good amount of stats to you. So if you couldn't SA your characters, you were actually behind in CC of others if you were not actually able to SA the characters you needed to for PvP. Especially in PvE. PvE, it didn't matter so much unless you're like in like the big whale guilds, but even then, if you're a whale, it doesn't matter because you specifically could do it. It only really mattered for PvP for majority of the player base who weren't actually whales, right? And then they revamped it. It's like, okay, this is better. But also the fact of the matter is, we had no way to get SA coins. Okay, SA coins were distributed in the tower. The tower was honestly tough when it first released, because Eskener was actually pretty tough, but you can get the majority of the tower. You were literally only missing, I haven't done all my tower yet, you were only missing this last little bit here. This is the only one you were missing, was this one. You were able to get all these other SA coins down here that are all the 5 marks, because these were not that hard. It didn't actually start getting hard in tower until you started hitting past this mark. Once you hit 420, past 420, these is when the difficulty spikes up for most people, right? Because these difficulty, I can't reach this, click on this, is actually pretty tough. It's actually insanely hard for majority of people back then. Now, it's super easy, especially this tower. This tower special thing is that if you have all characters same races, your basic stats increase by 30%. So this tower is extremely easy. I just haven't finished it yet because I'm lazy. And like, I'm going to finish it after this video because I need the SA coins. I'm going to do the video tomorrow. I'm going to grind my keys out. But it's just like, bro, SA sucks. It sucks so bad. Like, they went and revamped the ammo version, right? And like the ammo version was perfectly fine before. For like for like a small part of like, I would say like 30% of the player base, they could have trouble and stuff. But like for the majority of people, you could get like 700 to 1,000 anvils from this. Currently now with this Global's version, you can very easy. I don't open it. Very easily get 1,000 anvils by using one specific team. And that team is this team. And majority of players can very easily get Green Gother. Not very easy, I mean very easily have Green Gother because he was so important that people put all their gems in there to try to get Green Gother. And then Keo was just a popular character that people summoned for in the collab because it was a popular collab that people actually liked. Once the units came out, they saw they were good, they were like, oh, I want these units. King, when he first came out, was insanely strong. And the moment when all these collabs Green Gother and King came out, they were actually time where you could save in between and actually get those characters very easily. And Death Pierce is a character that's been out multiple times, so a lot of people, I mean a lot of people, can legitimately actually have done this team. And you do this, and you do the key dungeon mainly for the full hour it's open, and you get usually close to 1,000 anvils, right? Very, very easily. You don't need them level 90, you just need them level 80 SA4. And they work, because they do amazing amounts of damage. They do, like, Keo's constant ignites with his moveset is insanely strong, especially if you also have, you know, King's debuff effect, Gother's debuff effect. You see this specific card here doing so much damage because you get up to 8, you get a maximum of 10 debuffs on them, which is an extra 200% with 20% times 20 times 20 times 20. It's so insanely strong, and it just destroys the dungeon like it's nothing. So they went and revamped that. They made it where you had all day as a time limit, 24 hours as a time limit, and you could do a max of 15 times. It's like, okay, King is now completely useless, because now it doesn't matter if you do the King try to get the maximum output. You could just do this auto team over here and just let it go all day until you do all 15 tries, and then boom, you're done. You get like 500 to 600 anvils out of it now, which is good for like the small, the actually big chunk that don't have King. I couldn't do it before manually, or like the big chunk that don't have the high CC, right? Which, you know, it's a good change, but I'd rather them have done that to SA to get, because like at least it would give us more tries of SA dungeon, because currently I think you can do 12 now. If you could do the max of 15 and have all day do it, just let it auto out instead of the, you know, it would be better. Like, we need more tries, we need something. We need SA to be revamped to give us more SA coins, because SA coins are stupidly hard to come by, especially when they have released like units with a whole brand new team meta of Bond, Arthur, and then other useless units that you typically wouldn't SA, like Griamore or Red Easton, because they were not good units. Griamore's alright, but like his time was way back when Red Escanor was the meta, or when Green Escanor was meta, like way back then. Noah's meta days was when Red Griamore would see a use in PvP, because one of the big teams was Arthur, Hauser, Red Gother, and of course you see Red Griamore sometimes on there in those teams, right? Because Red Griamore's passive was insanely good for those teams, especially was insanely good for Red Escanor, because already Red Escanor was a beast to deal with back then because how much HP he recovered and had and all of that. But adding more to his HP related stats just made him even more overly busted during the time. It's like, yeah, bro. Oh my god. Please, developers, add SA coins to as put it in a training dungeon, put it at more rewards for reverse stage, put missions, custom, do something, please. Maybe I like you can choose like to put a coin or two into this. I need to finish this out. Put like as one of the rewards, let's put like a coin or two here. I'd rather do this and select the 2-coin reward instead of these other ones because I see that as more value. Bro, please do something about SA coins. This is complete, excuse my language, bullshit. I'm sorry. I had to. I had to get something. Oh my god. I hate SA Dungeon. Thank you guys for listening for this, dealing with it. If you're still here at the end of this, thank you for listening to this. I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. I'm gonna go grind SA Dungeon, try to get the Pierce team ready for tomorrow. Bye bye.